So I was trying to figure out why this handle felt a little loose. When I took it apart, and thank goodness I did, I don't know how well you'll see here, but this cable's all frayed. So better to find out now than when I'm out in the middle of the lake. See if I can't pop this cable off. And so this is the cable out of my Suzuki DT40 outboard. This cable's pretty much done. So what I'm going to try is I went to Canadian Tire and picked up this universal brake cable. It's 1.5 millimeter by 1.75 meters, so I don't know, 4 or 5 feet. This stuff measures out at about 1.4 mil. It does feel slightly thinner, but there is some slop in this sheath. So I'm hoping I can take down one end of this with, a file and a Dremel to sort of match the end that fits in the boat. They're both the same. And then on the other end, I'm going to devise something to pour silver solder into and put an end on the other one. I think this cable that I bought from Canadian Tire was, I don't know, just under $9. So it looks like overall, end to end, 22 and just a hair over 3/4. Let's see if the Dremel will give it a nice clean cut without any fraying. And I think I'll cut the new cable at about 24. I can trim it after. If it doesn't work, I can always order, but I don't see why it shouldn't work. It fits in there and moves easy enough without resistance, so that should be good. And the cable sheath was, the rubber or the plastic or whatever is worn off a little bit. So I just grabbed some heat shrink. That should do it. I found a little round thing, that some sort of nut deal that in my stash. I drilled it out roughly to the size of these existing ends. So I'm going to try to take my Dremel and cut a little slot on the side, and then halfway down, just a hair over half, so that the cable will fit in there. Then I'm going to fill it up with silver solder, let it cool, and then hopefully drive it out from this side. I'm going with silver solder instead of lead because apparently it's a lot harder material when it's cooled off, so we'll see if that works. And the thickness of this Dremel disc is just a little less than the cable, so I should be able to play with it and try to fit it so it works perfect. Just hopefully this stuff will cut okay. And I'll see if I made it big enough for that cable. Yeah, it's got to widen up a little bit. And it's not even going to be subjected to the same parameters as a brake cable. It's just to turn the throttle open or closed. So I do have to clean up the end of this with acetone. Actually, after I cut it to the 22 and 7/16. So I cut it and cleaned it with acetone. Now I'm just going to try to loosen up or fray the ends a bit. That way they'll sort of locate into the solder and help hold. Those are spread nicely. I'm try to clamp this down tight, just maybe to help hold the solder from running out the bottom end. Going to put a little bit of solder paste on the cable and really try hard to not get any on this form or whatever. I don't know if this little butane will get it hot enough, but I'm going to preheat this a little bit. I'll let that cool and then we'll see if attempt number 1 worked. The next trick will be to try to drive this down through. I don't know if it's gonna. Yeah. Well, that doesn't look terrible. I think I'll shave a little off this end with a file, clean it up a bit. That should work. I'm going to take a little bit of time and clean this up with a file, then I'll bring you back and hopefully we'll get the footage of putting it back on the Suzuki. Show you a little of the process. I got a little water here because this gets hot pretty quick. Maybe a little more cleanup, but it looks like it should pop right in to place. Next thing I'm going to work on is bringing this one down to size, so that might take me a little longer. So I think I'm down to putting the final touches on this. To check for size, I'm using a drill index. That was the one that the originals just fit into. So that should work. Now I'll go pop it into the Suzuki and we'll see if it makes the carburetor open and close. I managed to feed the cable back through the housing and it came out the other side. So now it's a matter of fitting it into this into the little buttonhole. Well, that seems good so far. This housing seems to be worn a bit. I don't know if that's normal. However, it is what it is. Now it's a matter of popping this into place. That fits around there. So I think before I tighten this adjustment up, I'm going to go around the other side and put the handle back on. Put on this little thrust washer or spacer washer. Get the lock washers on and a couple of nuts. I'll tighten these up and then we'll see about setting the tension on the cables. Yeah, it looks like it's about right. Just tighten up the lock nut. Just snug these up. Maybe check that other one, the return. There. Yeah, we'll try that out.